Sheila. Have you ever wondered how much sun your succulents need so that they won't be etiolated or leggy and still not burn like toast?
This is the video for you.
What? What? What?
Bart Simpson?
Bart Simpson? What?
So let's jump in and keep watching till the end of this video if you want to know what Bart Simpson with a burning hot dog has to do with my channel. And let's talk about the first tip. So tip number 1, if you're just starting, work with movable containers first. Succulents who want more sun can start getting leggy, which is what we call etiolation. Etiolation exhibits a longer internode, which are the part of the stem where the leaves are connected. This happens when your succulent is stretching out to get more light. When your succulent starts showing the early signs of etiolation, do move them to a spot where they can get about 2 to 4 hours of sun. Especially because not all succulents are the same, as you will see later in this video. That's why, if you may have noticed, I use the words "who wants more sun." This is why for beginners, or if you have a new succulent that you're not familiar with, I highly suggest that you put them in movable containers first. Tip number 2, use a form of sun shield or a shade cloth if you don't want to keep moving them around like this huge umbrella. It is actually so easy to adjust. That's why I love it. Because if you will expose your succulents under the sun for far too long, especially in the summer, this is what happens to them. I was so busy when we moved into our new home that I failed to anticipate that the sun here in Brentwood can be so scorching. So if you are just starting to grow succulents, I highly suggest that you put them first in movable pots if you do not have a form of sun shield in your succulent garden. Since we are in the winter, 2 to 5 hours of sun is perfect for them. But all of these changes in the summer. So right now I'm taking this video around 9 to 10 a.m. and since the sun in the winter is not as scorching, this amount of sun is great for them. So if you do not have movable pots and they are planted directly to the ground, please make sure that they are under a shade cloth in the summer, or maybe even invest on something like this walk-in greenhouse if you're totally committed. I'll link that greenhouse, big umbrella, and shade cloths in the box below in case you want to check them out. Let me show you my babies from my propagation last year. Look at how tight these leaves are. It is because they are getting the perfect amount of light under this huge umbrella. Let me just focus the camera to show you the amount of light that is able to pass through the fabric. Tip number 3 is to know your succulents and be observant. Observe them. If you would just look closely, they would really show signs that they want more light with the way they respond to their location. If you would look at this spot, while this guy is reaching out for light, these echeverias here are perfectly fine in their spot. They are obviously saying, "I'm happy here." In fact, this one, even if this guy is covering her, she doesn't mind at all. Because succulents respond differently to their surroundings, the best tip is to know them and be observant. It's actually a super perfect day to talk about how much sun your succulents need. Just look at how lovely this day is. Tip number 4. Most aloes do great indoors by a window. In fact, this aloe right here, he was not very happy being outside at all. He has been outside with his previous owner, and when we moved here in Brentwood, I placed him outside too. Summer and winter came and he was not improving at all. He was just looking like he was about to die and was grayish blue in color and was looking so dull. And by the way, here's my other indoor aloe vera who is also by a window. They say aloe veras are helpful in filtering out toxins in the air inside our homes. And Oh, about that other aloe too, I actually saw my mom's aloe that has always been indoors when I came for a visit, and hers was looking so healthy and robust. And in fact, my mom would describe hers as a monster of an aloe, and that's when it hit me. My aloe wants to be indoors. He started turning green and healthy in just 1 week. I had to roll my camera again because this is about 5 hours after my first roll to share with you this video. I just want to show you the amount of sun that my aloe is receiving by this spot. As long as your aloe or succulents get 1 to 3 hours of sunlight, they should be good indoors by a window. For rosette succulents though, like echeverias or echeverias, you still have to be observant because most of the time they can still get etiolated even if they are getting light by the window. You will notice with rosette succulents, they will start leaning towards the light as they grow. If you want to know more about taking care of aloes indoors or succulents indoors, you can also check Christine Kobzev's video, and I have a link in the description below. Tip number 5 is how to deal with etiolation. Once your succulent has gotten leggy or etiolated, there is no way to reverse the process, although there is a way to correct it. What is great about succulents is that you can cut them and they can regenerate and push forth new growth from the point of the cut. Like this ghost plant here, or the Graptopetalum paravoyans. I'm so sure that I'm butchering the name right now, but succulent names are so hard to say and remember anyway. I had to cut off the crown of this lady here, and look, she is giving me 2 new lovely twin growths in return. This burrow's tail was not etiolated, but I've cut it to propagate it, and look at all these cutest little growths. So for etiolated succulents, you have to cut off the crown like so and replant it. You can even cut them into multiple parts, and they will all grow roots and new growths. If you can wait for them to callus over, then you can water them about 7 to 10 days after planting them in cactus soil, or you can plant them immediately without waiting for them to callus over, as long as your cactus soil is not damp, and make sure to postpone watering for about 4 weeks for fresh cuttings. So please take note, postpone watering for about 3 to 4 weeks if it's a fresh cutting. And can you guess why I know that they will not rot even if the tip is fresh, as long as the cactus soil is dry? It's because I tried it myself. I love experimenting. So this container has cactus soil that is dry. So although once your succulent has gotten leggy, there is no reversing it. There is hope to correct it, which leads me to my positive quote for you today.
My message to you is this, that every setback is a setup for a comeback.
Always look at challenges in a positive way, because if you will conquer every setback, then you are in for a major comeback. And for a quick update, if you have seen my propagation video, do you remember that little succulent leaf with a scar in the middle who's still propagated? Well, here he is now. Look at all these pretty sprouts. I will also link my leaf propagation video in the description down below if you want to know more about succulent leaf propagation. And remember Bart Simpson? I'm using the entire Simpson family in a big succulent project, which is coming real soon. I'm just still in the process of making them all in polymer clay, which is my other hobby. So smash that subscribe button so you won't miss that big project. And to check how I made Bart Simpson in polymer clay, I have posted a fun-packed YouTube video on that, so tap on the link here.
And before I go, let me just remind you again that every setback is a setup for a comeback. Thank you. This is Sheila again for Succulent Fame. Subscribe!